The holidays can really throw off our routines and normal healthy habits, leading to glucose swings and low energy, increased cravings, and the poor sleep that can follow. Joining us now is registered dietitian and author Pamela Nisevich-Bede. She's a 6-time author, has completed more than 30 marathons, and is a nutrition expert with Abbott's Lingo business. Welcome, Pamela.
Hi, Terry. Thank you so much for having us.
What impact do the holidays typically have on our health and daily routines?
So the holidays are one of my favorite times a year, but they can definitely throw off our routines. We change our diet, we move more or less, and we're just out of our usual schedule. And that can really impact our energy levels. So what's happening behind the scenes is we're having a lot of glucose fluctuations that impact our mood, our sleep, and so much more. And here's why that matters. We all have glucose, and we should all start thinking about what it's doing behind the scenes. Because right now, 1 in 3 American adults has prediabetes. But we can make changes, just small shifts, that help us feel better and more optimized, and that's where we need tools. So a tool like Lingo by Abbott, which is a continuous glucose monitor you wear on the back of your arm for up to 14 days, it continuously measures your glucose in real time. And why that's important? Glucose is one of the main fuels in our body, and the way it fluctuates across the day impacts how we feel. So just small shifts in the way we're eating, the way we're moving, and so much more can help us feel better.
Give us some realistic ways people can feel better during such a busy season.
It doesn't take a complete nutrition overhaul to get off what I call this glucose roller coaster, these highs and lows of glucose and energy based on what we're eating. It's just small shifts. So simple things like thinking about the order of the foods you're eating, giving carbohydrates some company. So when you start with things like vegetables, so here we've got some green beans, we've got salad. When you add in more protein, so adding Greek yogurt to your mashed potatoes, or even changing the way you're preparing your foods can help our glucose stay a little bit steadier, digest a little bit slower thanks to fiber, protein, and fats. And when we're eating carbohydrates, just eat these other nutrients first.
For people who want to be more in tune with their health this time of year, what kind of support is out there?
Well, you really need a tool that helps you peek behind the scenes, right? Glucose is one of our main sources of fuel, and it's really dynamic. So it changes throughout the day, but you don't know until you have that real-time data in the palm of your hand. So that's where Lingo, a continuous glucose monitor, comes in. It gives you this real-time feedback and insights into what you're doing and what your glucose is doing. So you can make these small shifts that help you incorporate habits that are actually working for you and in a sustainable way. Because once the holidays are over, we still want to hit that new year with these healthy habits in hand and ones we can follow.
Do you have a favorite strategy that really works for people?
I do. It's actually just 2 very simple steps. So first, prioritize protein and make it easy. For me, that's grabbing an Ensure Max 42-gram protein shake. It helps me get my day started off right, or even bridge a busy afternoon and adding in more protein to keep me fuller longer. And also move more. So incorporating movement, especially right after a meal, it's something as simple as a 10-minute walk to help us, instead of falling into that couch and falling asleep right after a heavy meal, getting that glucose to working muscles where it's used helps our energy stay a bit steadier. So 2 things, prioritizing protein and moving more, just these small, simple tweaks that we can incorporate throughout our day.
Where can people go to learn more?
You can learn more about these tips and try Lingo for yourself at hellolingo.com.
Thank you for joining us.